Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I'm Sankey84 and welcome back to Beyond a Steel Sky. So, last time we made our way into Graham Grundy's apartment. We met with his wife and I'm going to say one, if not the bad guy, one of the bad guys of this game. But before we go on, let's go and have a word with Graham's wife and let's just see if we can find out more about what's going on. So yeah, she's in here, but before we do, let's just have a quick nosy around, shall we?
In Union City, even the teddy bears had screens. This one was broken.
Okay, and books?
The shelf was loaded with books on management, business theory, and military strategy.
Okay, more things military. Yeah, I'm starting to think these could be some sort of spy network, maybe from Hobart.
I didn't think Songbird would appreciate me rummaging through her things.
Okay.
A collection of toy animals were lined up in little baskets. One was missing.
Oh. Empty one.
There was an empty spot marked Bartleby Bilby.
Right, okay, I guess we're going to have to just look out for that one. Whether it's part of a quest or just a side mission, well, we'll figure it out. But we'll keep our eye out for Bartleby Bilby, I guess. Right, okay, and anything else before we talk to her? Oh, mystery book.
A Detective Culls. Someone liked their murder mysteries.
Okay.
A trader came by our village with something like this back when I was a boy. I think he traded it for a table. Or at least that's what I had heard.
Okay. Ooh, Jasmine.
Jasmine.
You okay, Songbird? You're looking a bit... Yeah, you don't look too good there. Are you okay? Let's see.
Songbird, I'm sorry.
For what?
Her husband.
That your husband is dead.
Hey, win some, lose some.
That's pretty harsh.
Look, stranger. You told me your secret, so I'll tell you mine. Last few years, Graham gave up trying to be anything other than the dullard he really was. If it weren't for the kudos for being married, I'd have dumped him months ago. You're new here, so a word of advice? You want to win in Union City? Learn the rules and play the game.
My name's Foster, by the way. Robert Foster.
Songbird.
Is there anything more you can tell me about Graham?
Not much. He was a loner whose only friends were idiots like him.
Okay, right, let's see what information we can get. Let's find out more about these kudos things.
What were you saying about kudos?
Were you born yesterday?
Let's just say I'm new here.
Okay, newbie. Here's how it works in Union City. Be a good example, stay happy, and you get kudos.
Which you spend?
Well, kinda, but not really. The higher your kudos level, the lower you are in the city. Simple.
So kudos is bad?
Aren't you listening? Lower. Lower is better.
Yeah, well, you should know that from the original game. I'm sorry, I know it's been 10 years, but you should know that the lower down you went, the better the lifestyle. Come on. Foster, you should know better than that. Let's ask more about these kudos anyway.
So you need a higher kudos to get lower?
Of course. That industrial pit up there hovers over me like a storm cloud. And this middle level is simply beneath me.
I think I understand what you mean.
But the lower level, now they are my kind of people. They've got standards that you don't see enough of round here.
Okay, in a way it does kind of make sense. The lower down to the ground you are, the better off. Because I know what nowadays and the way things are, you want to be on the top floor, the penthouse, you know, it's the big stuff right at the top of the tower. But no, really, if you think about it, if that was the case, you put all the factories on the ground floor, well, the smoke's going to rise and get in everybody's way, into everybody's lungs, and it's going to destroy the air for everyone. So if you put the factories at the top, the smoke just leaves the city, and you have the poor people and the workers up there. Then you get your middle class a bit further down, who, it's nice, you know, you got clean air, at least. And then you have the snobs and the rich folks and everything on ground level with the gardens and all the fancy plants and all that. So, yeah, kind of does make sense. Right, let's keep going around this kudos, though.
How can I raise my kudos level?
With kudos, obviously.
So how do I get more kudos?
Well, isn't that just the question? Like I said, be happy, get points.
But how can you be happy when you've just found out your husband is dead?
You think I'm not sad on the inside? No one's gonna give me a medal for having a dead husband.
But...
Let's talk about something else, eh? My points have already dipped way too much today, thanks to you.
Okay, right. Let's go into the photos.
Looks like Graham was quite the photographer.
Oh, he was dreadful. At first I thought he was an artist. Then I found out he used those ridiculous antique cameras. It took hours to see the finished photographs, and he took forever fussing with the lighting. The only good thing about his photographs is that I'm in most of them.
Okay, alright. Let's see if we can find out more about Graham, shall we?
Tell me more about Graham.
Why do you want to know?
I think he might have been involved in something.
What do you mean?
I came to Union City from the Gap because I was investigating a mysterious...
Oh, for Joey's sake, not you too. Blah blah conspiracy, blah blah giant dog. Graham was the perfect husband until he started getting crazy ideas. Why couldn't he just have an affair like a normal person?
Okay, well, it's a bit of a weird reaction to have, but yeah, I kind of guess, you know, someone came up to you and went, oh, I've just seen this giant robotic dog running off with a load of children. Yeah, it does sound a bit cuckoo, doesn't it? But we know it's true, so let's keep on.
Graham was a conspiracy theorist?
Always was. But before he went missing, he really changed.
He became secretive. He used to close the terminal whenever I came into the room.
That's not that strange.
And he started spending a lot of time in the bathroom. And then he just disappeared.
Okay, that's the weird bit.
Okay. That's been greyed out now, so I don't think there's anything more on that. Let's see if we can ask about the children then.
Could Graham have had anything to do with kidnapping?
For both our sakes, I hope not.
Okay, well, let's keep going on down that route a minute.
Can I ask you about some missing children?
I'd rather you didn't.
Okay, she's very defensive. Now, is that because she knows something, or because she's afraid of something? I'll have to dig into that a bit later on, but let's ask about the council.
What do you know about the council?
They run the city. You know, like they always have since Joey left.
Can I speak to them?
Not with Graham's ID, you can't.
Okay, let's keep going.
You work for the Ministry of Comfort?
Sure do. It might not sound prestigious, but without us, the city falls down.
You don't seem the type to settle for a cleaning job.
Cleaning supervisor, thank you very much. And you'll find in Union City, it's not what you do, it's how you do it that counts.
How so?
You know, get the job done, don't get in trouble, keep a smile on your face, the usual.
Okay, alright. The council's still open, so we'll keep going and pushing.
What can you tell me about the Minister for Comfort?
The terminal has their details. Look there if you want to know more.
Okay, right, fine. Right, Alonso will look then.
What's with the Alonso guy?
Guy? I believe you're referring to Mentor Alonso from the Ministry of Well-Being. He's a high-ranking official. And we've just lied straight to his face.
Quite the team, huh?
If he knew what's really going on, I dread to think how far my kudos would plummet.
And what about me?
Arrested? Deported? I don't know. Not important.
Speak for yourself, love. Right.
Is Alonso coming back here?
For both our sakes, I hope not. But I'm not risking it, so don't even think about doing anything stupid.
Nothing stupid? For how long?
Very amusing. Until my kudos is back on track, obviously. But for now, you are Graham.
Ooh, yes, ma'am. Okay, right.
Who's this contact you mentioned?
Bad news, as far as my kudos level is concerned.
What do you mean?
Graham was always rambling on about this hacker friend of his. Had a daft name. Leet, I think.
Oh, okay. Right.
Any idea where I could find Leet?
Probably somewhere up top, with the other degenerates. If I were you, I'd stay away.
Yeah, we'll ask about the plush in a minute.
Did Leet believe in Graham's conspiracies?
Believe? Pretty sure he's where Graham got him from. Bad influence all round.
Okay, right, let's ask about the plush then.
Are you a collector?
What?
Toys. You have quite the collection.
Oh, yes. The whole set of cuddly kitties. Even the limited edition Mama Bear from 5 years back. Well, I did have the whole set, at least.
Did something happen?
Bartleby went missing, that's what. I asked Graham about it and he denied all knowledge. Then, when I tried to use the Mama Bear tracker to find dear Bartleby, he threw her across the room.
Clumsy.
Clumsy? Those bears were my engagement gift. He hid Bartleby just to spite me.
Graham had taken Songbird's toy Bilby, but I couldn't figure out what he'd have wanted with it. Wherever he'd gone, Graham clearly didn't want to be tracked.
Okay, right, yeah, things are getting a bit... Let's keep going.
What does Bartley Bilby look like?
Bartleby is a Bilby. Adorable, long ears. Like a bandicoot and a rabbit all rolled into one. At least he was, before he went missing.
Okay, well, we know what a Bilby looks like now, so we'll keep our eyes out for it. Right, toy tracker.
What's a Mama Bear tracker?
What do you think? It tracks her babies.
Her babies?
The cuddly kiddies. Most toys in Union City are tracker-enabled. Lost toys mean screaming babies. Unless you got a tracker.
Mind if I have a look at the tracker?
Go ahead, though the screen is broken. Squeeze the left ear to turn it on.
Okay, alright, see if there's anything else.
Mind if I have a look at the
Yeah,
Go
that's
ahead,
for
squeeze the left ear to turn it
Right,
on.
okay, well, let's go and
Bye,
have a look at the
Songbird.
tracker then.
Yeah, bye.
It looked like Graham had taken Bartleby and didn't want it tracked. I had a hunch that he had taken it to Leet, but had no idea why.
Right, that's fine. So we've got some information there. We got a fair bit. But yeah, that's a good idea. Put trackers in all the toys, then you'll never lose them. The amount of times you lose toys, and you spend hours and hours searching for them to find out they just fell underneath the bed. Right, yeah. Let's get back on the game. Mama Bear, hello. Turn on.
The device was now on, but with the screen broken, I'd need to find another way to get at the data. I
Well,
wondered why Graham had taken a children's toy.
Hello there. I'm Mama Bear.
Hi.
Mama Bear looks after all the cuddly kitties. Are you looking for one of my children?
yes. Bartleby.
I'm looking for Bartleby Bilby.
Don't worry, child. Look at my tummy to find your missing friend.
Okay, let's get our... There we go. Let's hack her out. Let's have a look. That's the fireplace. What about that? Toy finder service. Right, so if we can get this into something else. Okay, right. It's fine. Right, we need to get something up here with that symbol on it that we can trade. Okay. Let's come out of there for now. Anything else in here? Well, we've got a computer. No, we can't hack that. Okay, it's fine. Alright, nothing in here. Can we actually use hers? No. Right. Oh, we've got some buttons over here.
The climate controls looked complicated, except for the big switch marked Windows.
Yeah, well, we don't need that for now. The windows are open and we don't need anything else. So, right, that looks like that's everything in here. So, where are you? There you are. Let's see if you've got anything else to help with. Can you help me with anything?
Good afternoon, sir.
Leet.
Do I know someone called Leet?
I can neither confirm nor deny that, sir.
Why's that?
When Sir was shorter and stouter, it was made very clear that I was not to discuss such information with anyone, not even Sir himself.
Okay. Do you know if I know someone called Leet?
Excellent loophole, sir. Yes, I do know with absolute certainty whether Sir knows someone called Leet.
That's good enough for me.
Okay, let's try and keep going.
Do you know someone called Leet?
Okay, we've just done that.
He was never my acquaintance, sir.
Right, okay.
I'd like to hear more about Songbird.
May I suggest that Sir speak, or perhaps check her social media presence? That's how Madam has traditionally spoken to you.
Okay, right. We don't need
Goodbye,
to do anything at the minute.
Have a very special day, sir.
Yes, I'll try. Right. Don't think anything else is going to change, but let's just check the computer first, just in case. You never know with these games. Hello, Minos. Okay, so yeah, we are still at a C+, but we're going to start working our way up. Messages are still locked. Nothing on there yet. Although City Live has got a new one, so let's have a look at this new one. Right. I don't know how you get rid of these. It would be nice if you could, but quickly down to the bottom. And today, looking for an Aspiration Day gift. Nope. Okay, never mind. Nothing interesting there. Right. So, nothing really has changed in here. So let's head out and see what we can find and see what's going on. Because they're still out there talking. So, oh. What's that got? Nope, that's something else.
For a moment, I was off balance. It felt like I was falling towards the building. But then I realized it wasn't real. Just a lifelike sculpture carved into the wall. What a relief.
Okay, if you say so. Ooh, that's pretty.
The picture showed an utterly unfamiliar scene from a bygone era.
Okay, right. Head down the stairs and just... yeah, let's just see what's going on down here with these in a moment. Oh, hello. Who are you?
Excuse me.
Ah, Master Grundy. What joy to see Sir again after all this time. The Poet Laureate Reginald Arthur Schnipple, Esquire, sends his regards and/or condolences as appropriate.
How nice of you, Reginald.
Correction, sir. If one may be so bold, Mr. Schnipple is of course Sir's human neighbour. How Sir might mistake yours truly, Tarquin, for our beloved Poet Laureate is beyond imagining.
Okay, alright, let's see what we can get out of him then. Let's start with graffiti.
What do you think about the graffiti?
As an artiste, I find any medium a valid form of expression. Of course, the vandalism does somewhat detract from the piece.
Okay.
So you like the graffiti?
I said it was a valid form of expression, albeit not on a par with, say, the literary arts. But as art goes, it's not too abhorrent.
Okay, right. I've not seen it. Maybe that's what they're arguing about outside and I missed it before, but we'll have a nosy.
Who are you again?
Tarquin, Fidelis Mark II domestic savant, at your service.
Okay.
So you're a servant?
Savant, please. I am a highly engineered personal aid.
Right, okay.
Do you work in these apartments?
Of course, Master Grundy. Sir and I have been neighbors for 147 days and 11 hours.
Alrighty then. Okay, let's have some upgrades.
I'm Graham Grundy.
Of course, sir.
So, we've met before?
Of course, sir.
Right, okay, you've got to be careful, because we could give the game away here.
When's the last time you saw me?
Master Grundy, one is sure one doesn't need to remind Sir that one works with Sir's neighbor.
One would need one to remind one.
Ah, does Sir mean Sir would need one to remind Sir, or one would need Sir to remind one?
One is not sure anymore. You have a real way with words.
Aha, Sir is referring to one's grammatical prowess, no?
Yes.
Sir is too kind. And yet, if only one could translate grammatical prowess into poetic inspiration.
Oh, he wants to be a poet.
Have you heard any reports of missing children?
Why no, Master Graham. If anyone went missing, I'm sure AI Officer Greta would find their U-chips.
What if they were from outside the city?
Well, surely AI Officer Greta would find them by their newly implanted U-chips.
Fair enough. For all his poetry, Tarquin was still a Union City droid.
Yeah, right, let's leave him alone.
See you later, Tarquin.
Will I?
Huh? It's just a phrase.
Shall we schedule in another meeting?
I don't think that's necessary.
Such ambiguity. A tortured soul. Alas, I am inspired.
Right, okay. Right, oh! Right, there's the graffiti. Okay.
The seal had been vandalized. Poor Joey.
Commencing spray. Please stand back.
Yeah. Right, so we saw paint over there. Let's just swap them over now. Let's get you outside. Right. Just quick to get down there, because we saw paint on the floor. Yeah, that's still there. And there's always paint here. So, let's see if we've got anything new with it.
Looked like someone planned on doing some painting.
Yes, and I'm thinking it might have been the girl.
Someone had spilt paint on the floor.
Because she was hanging around here, she was walking over and looking at the paint, and now she's disappeared. Right, okay. Yeah, I was right.
Dear me, a terrible situation. Very troubling indeed.
Mentor, given your experience, your input here would be greatly appreciated.
Orana, isn't it? You strike me as a fine young officer of the Ministry of Well-Being. Would you say that's an accurate description?
I'm flattered, sir.
Your record is exemplary, I believe.
I do my best, sir.
I'm sure you do. So please, don't let me down. Fix this mess.
Mess? You mean the girl?
The whole untidy situation.
Yes, sir.
Atta girl! Keep a smile on your face. After all, it's Aspiration Day, isn't it? The happiest day of the year.
I'll take care of it, sir.
I know you will. By the way, a call to pest control wouldn't go amiss.
Of course, sir.
Meanwhile, I shall isolate this area until this unfortunate incident has been resolved.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your advice.
We're all here to learn from each other. Take care now.
Okay.
Miss? Pardon me, miss! Who, me? Hey! You can see forever up here! You know, be free! Miss, you have to be careful. Careful or careless? I know which one I want to be. Why don't you come down, yes? Miss Dijon, is that right? Raquel Dijon. Yeah! That's... me. I think... Raquel! Raquel? Did you say Raquel? You need to come down. What? Where am I? Oh no! Help! Help!
Hearing her name had triggered a total change in the girl's behavior.
Okay.
I needed to find a way to get her down before she fell.
Alright, are we gonna be,
The girl looked almost frozen with fear. Hell of a place to get stuck.
Let's have a look quickly.
From that height, the girl wouldn't fare much better than the can.
No. Oh, wait a minute, you're going up there.
Please stand back.
Hello, cleaning robot. Yes, come on. Talk to her.
Are you okay?
No! I don't know how I got up here! Raquel! Raquel Dijon! Don't panic! I'm from the Ministry of Wellbeing.
How can we help?
Nothing to see here, sir. I suggest you go back inside and enjoy some screen-based entertainment.
Excuse me? I'd like to make a complaint.
Please, both of you, I'm a welfare officer. I know how to deal with this kind of problem. I just need to check the negotiation protocol.
Well, thank goodness the Ministry is on this. It's all very distracting.
Okay, yeah.
Can you see any way down from there?
I don't know. It's not like I can fly like that cleaning robot.
There we go, the robot.
Think you can get on the robot when it passes?
I can try. But what if...
We'll catch you. You can do it.
I rather doubt she can.
Can't you try and be more encouraging?
You have a reasonably good eye for aesthetics.
Thank you.
Now, grab on tight. We'll be right underneath you.
You'll be fine.
Human grip strength is famously reliable. Only in short bursts.
Okay, here goes.
How do you feel, Raquel? Are you okay?
I don't know.
Well, I'm glad that's all sorted. Shall I call a pod for her?
I've got it from here, thank you. Raquel, what were you even doing up there?
I don't know. I don't really remember anything.
Okay, well, let's go and have a chat, shall we?
The girl looked glad to be back on solid ground.
Okay.
Excuse me?
Mr. Grundy. Oh, Mr. Grundy.
Mr. Grundy?
Bravo, Mr. Grundy. Your actions in this situation were sublime, albeit unconventional. The local noise levels have already returned to normal, and the building will soon sparkle again.
I'm more concerned about the girl. Is she gonna be okay?
Yes, blah, 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 and all that. Officer, wouldn't you say that Mr. Grundy's actions today warrant a kudos boost,
Of course. Thank you for the suggestion.
Tarquin, miss.
Orana. Orana Newblood.
Yeah, like the guy said. Graham Grundy.
Mr. Grundy?
Okay, let's, which one should we go with? Let's ask about her.
So, do you work here?
I'm an officer for the Ministry of Wellbeing.
You often have to talk girls off high ledges?
My first one.
You did a good job.
Thanks.
You did nothing. I did it. But, whatever. Right.
Raquel. Is she always like that?
What do you mean?
Well, I met her earlier and she seemed like a totally different person.
She's been through a big ordeal. Nothing that a trip to the reflection spa won't sort out.
Okay. Let's keep going down her path for now.
How is the girl doing?
She'll be fine. This sort of trauma is best handled at the reflection spa.
Okay, we'll ask about the reflection spa in a minute. I want to ask about the graffiti first.
Will she be in trouble for the graffiti?
Well, no real harm done. The droid will clean it up, eventually. That said, her kudos rating will take a hit.
All because she defaced Joey?
People loved Joey, and what he did for us.
Joey was my friend. We did so much together.
Well, he might be gone, but he's not forgotten. You can find out about our savior at the Museum of New History.
Okay, well, if we can get in there, it will. Hopefully our kudos level will go up.
You mentioned I could find out about Joey in a museum?
Yes. The Museum of New History has exhibits about how he transformed the city. I'd recommend it to anyone who wants to learn about him and his legacy.
A museum dedicated to Joey? He'd be proud of that for sure.
Well, it's not all Joey. They have a special exhibit about the previous administration. Old technology, maps, that sort of thing. My advice, though, is to avoid dwelling on the past. Anyway, taking in some culture is good for you. Find it at the Piazza, if you get the chance.
Okay, right, let's ask about the spa then. But you know what they say, those who forget the past are doomed to repeat it.
What is the reflection spa?
What is the... Are you feeling okay, Graham? Everyone this side of the industrial level has heard of reflections.
Oh, you mean that reflection spa. It's been a long day.
Next, you'll be asking me to tell you about this Joey guy.
No, I'm familiar.
Okay, right, let's ask about the missing child then.
I'm on the trail of a missing kid called Milo. I think he's somewhere in Union City.
That shouldn't be difficult. Any greeter terminal will be able to find him via U-chip.
No, that won't help. He was brought here from the Gap.
That's not possible.
I assure you.
Where did you say you worked, Mr. Grundy?
That'd be the Ministry of Comfort.
I suggest you concentrate on your work and leave well-being issues to the appropriate ministry.
Okay, right, that's not to consider.
I guess I should get going.
Yeah, well, thanks for your help.
I suppose I should thank you too.
No problem. You take care.
You too, Mr. Grundy. If you need any well-being support, just ask for me at a greeter terminal. Orana Newblood. Come on, Raquel. Let's get you to the spa. You'll be feeling better in no time. No need to worry, Raquel. You're safe now. Happy faces all round, right? In fact, this calls for a celebration. It is Aspiration Day after all.
Oh, goodness. Is it?
All day. And you know what would be the best end to a day like this? A trip to the Reflection Spa. I'll pull a string or two, and we'll get you straight to the front of the line.
Okay, something's funny's going on here, but...
From that height, the girl wouldn't fare much better than the cat.
Yeah, right. Let's see, have you got anything? Actually, can we hack you in any way? No. Okay. See if you've got anything else to talk about quickly while we're here.
Apologies if my loquacious musings disturbed one.
Hello again.
Good day, Master Grundy.
Let's put the graffiti in, just in case.
So you like the graffiti?
No,
To be honest, it's slowly becoming rather old hat.
There we go.
Before you depart, may I use you as a sort of muse?
Depends. Are you writing a romance?
I had something of a tragedy in mind.
I'd rather you didn't.
Right, okay. Right, let's get into the pod then and see what we can get to now. Is there anywhere else we can go? Just have to wait for them to turn up.
Pod has been requested. Please wait for embarkation.
Okay, that was quick. I wasn't expecting it to turn up that quick. Right. On we go.
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Where would you like to go?
I needed to find more information on Graham's contact before I could decide where to go next.
Sorry, Monopod. I think that I'll stay here.
No problem, Citizen Graham.
Okay, right, so that's one way to stop me moving on without everything I need. Right.
Water tank depleted.
So, what have we missed? Neighbour, he said something about a neighbour, didn't he? Oh, hello? Oh, it's Chipworth, okay.
Excuse me, please?
Yes, yes. Alright, head up and see if I can get hold of my neighbour, apparently. So I'm assuming it's the only other door up here.
Apologies, Citizen Graham. This is not your residence.
Yes, I know, but I want to, you know, knock on the door and... Oh man, let's see if we can use the lift to go up. Nope, we're going down. Never mind. Right. So... Any of these other ones that will let us in? Or at least do something for us?
Apologies,
Nope.
Citizen Graham. This is
Oh,
not your
okay.
residence.
Probably the same, but check it just in case.
Apologies.
Yeah,
Citizen
right,
Graham.
okay.
This is not your residence.
So, what is around here that we can use? Yeah, that's, nothing in that one for now. Alright. This has got me stumped because I can't see... Let's go back to the room. Let's head back to the room and see if there's anything up here. Because... Oh, wait a minute. I've got a, them things, didn't we picked up? Right, yes, here we go. Right. There, swap them around, because now we've got that one. So, that one is the holo projector that's in front of me. That's a toy tracker, so that's fine. The fireplace, I'm not too fussed about, so that's okay. Right, let's apply them. There we go. And what do we have here?
The plinth was showing the toy's tracking data. All I needed to do was locate the area code E1594. Find the tracker, find Leet.
Okay, so E1594. Okay, let's see if that will get us anywhere then.
Commencing spray. Please stand back.
Thankfully the pod is still here, so let's see.
I had a lead. A map reference.
Welcome, Citizen Graham.
E1594.
Where would you
Graham
like to
had
go?
put a tracker there. Maybe it was the key to finding his hacker friend Leet.
Yeah, okay, we're going back to the piazza, and hopefully we can find what we need there.
The piazza is the place for me.
It would be my pleasure, Citizen Graham.
Okay, so back here now, so let's figure out what's going on and where to go. Just get our hacking tool out, just in case there's something we can pick up on. Oh, no, not letting us get you. Actually, a minute. The stand. Let's see if we can use this now. Nope, because we don't have one, do we? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, we've got that there. Damage.
Error.
Calling all
Incompatible data type.
Customize your aspiration brooch here.
Oh, well, in a minute. Let's just, yeah, that's the wrong thing there. Right. Let's reset everything in this area back to how it should be. Right. Have you got any information for me?
Hey, got a minute?
For you, sir, I have all day.
Okay, let's ask about the cafe droid first.
You sound just like that cafe droid.
Barry?
That's the one. Are you related?
We did come off the same production line, and we do indeed have identical voice units. But I am nothing like that no-good, rusty, two-faced vending machine.
Wow, I didn't realize droids could feel such emotion.
Oh, I only have one emotion. Happiness.
Okay, let's see if he knows anything about this location then.
Does E1594 mean anything to you?
Literally nothing. Should it?
It's an obsolete location reference. I'm trying to find the building it refers to.
Unfortunately, I am not programmed to understand or translate obsolete infrastructure references.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll see you later.
I can't wait.
I wonder if Rita will know it then. So, let's go and have a word with Rita and see.
Exploration day.
Oh, move out the way, I want to speak to her. Oh, next to the Museum of... Oh, is that the Museum of History then? Okay, well at least I know where it is now. And it's Monday apparently. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, there we go. Right, now she's finished using it.
Hi.
It's most excellent to see you again, Graham Grundy.
The pleasure is all mine.
How can I be of assistance today?
Okay, let's find out.
Do you know where I'd find E1594?
I do not recognize E1594.
I think it's an obsolete city location code.
I see. Would you like to sign up for a course in the history of Union City's geographical referencing?
Yes.
Thanks, but I don't have the time for that.
Shame. I hear it's enthralling.
Okay, let's ask again because it's not grayed out.
Where can I find out about E1594?
Have you tried an old map?
Do you have one?
Of course not. I do not care for legacy data. I'm part of the new, shinier Union City.
Okay, so we definitely need to get inside the museum then, because that's what we're going to need. Alright, question is, how are we going to get inside the city?
Hooray! Another customer!
No, nobody's in here yet, so...
Please scan your U-chip to place an order.
Yes, I will in a minute. I want to see if there's anything around here I can... No, that's just one. I want to try and get more than one in. Alright. What have you got on your... Safety messages. I'll just swap them just for now because it's fun to do so.
Everything is fine. Please clear the area, citizen.
Oh, wait a minute. 2 minutes. Oh, they're not close enough. No, you've flown off. Never mind. Right. Just quickly again, check the terminal because we might as well keep going back and checking things. Nope.
I couldn't access Graham's messages.
I know, come on.
I added that to my list of things to look into.
Yeah, well, we know we need to look into that, but for now, nothing else is available, so... Anything down the hidden path? Not that I can see, so... This has got me stumped. Alright, because I can't talk to any of these. Not letting me talk to them. Not giving me... Actually, let's have a word with Barry.
Please scan your U-chip to place an order.
Hello.
Hi there, citizen.
See if he knows anything.
Do you know where E1594 is?
That doesn't sound like a location.
It's an obsolete location reference code, based off the old system.
Unfortunately, I'm not programmed to understand or translate obsolete infrastructure references.
Okay,
see you later.
You feel a thirst a coming? You talk to me.
Yeah, that's fine. Watch out the way. Move out of me. Why people get in the way? Right. Seems to be anyone I can talk to or anything. So, you know what? Let's see if the museum has opened up first. It's a good thing to start with. We know that's the council chambers there. And I don't think we have... No.
And you've been keeping up with your daily polls?
You bet. I can't wait to find out about the new Spankles flavour of the month.
Don't forget to vote for the new elected officials.
Nah, whatever. Spankles!
Okay.
Anyway, I'm pleased to see your well-being in such good shape. Mr. Grundy, I didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Busy day, huh?
I'll say. Raquel is over in the reflection spa as we speak. She'll be back to normal in no time. I thought you'd want to know.
Thanks for looking after her.
No, thank you. You showed some real quick thinking back there. Now, how can I help you?
Okay, let's go at her again.
What are you doing here?
As a well-being officer, I like to be around people. Promoting well-being for everybody.
Good to get out and about, I guess.
Well, it is Aspiration Day.
Okay, let's keep going.
Tell me about yourself, Arana.
Me? Oh, not much to tell, really.
Hey, everyone's got a story.
True. Well, I came to Union City 10 years ago.
Where from?
The Gap. But I think you knew that, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I thought... maybe. Do you miss it?
Honestly, I don't remember much about it. And what I do remember? It wasn't exactly luxury.
Oh, I wonder if she was one of the children who got kidnapped then. I wonder, is that how keeping the population going? Kidnap a kid, give it to somebody because they're not having their own? Maybe. Well, we'll find out. Alright,
I'm still looking for information on that kid taken from the Gap.
I'm sorry, but like I said, that sort of thing just doesn't happen in Union City.
Well, I'm pretty certain he was brought here in some kind of four-legged vehicle.
But how exactly do you know this, Mr. Grundy? Listen, I wish I could help, believe me. I've just not heard or seen anything of the sort. But if you find anything, do come and speak to me.
I will.
How is Raquel doing?
Don't worry, she'll be fine.
Okay.
How is Raquel?
Oh.
Don't worry, she'll be fine.
It's not grayed out, but still there for some reason. Never mind.
This is quite the place, isn't it?
The piazza? You make it sound like you've never seen it before.
Oh no, I mean there's a certain something in the air, isn't there?
That's Aspiration Day for you. Just wait for tonight's celebrations.
They'll be amazing. As usual, I'm sure. Is there anything happening around here?
You mean, apart from the Aspiration Gala?
Yes. I don't often come over this way.
Well, as always, there's the greeter terminals for information, and the Museum of New History to brush up on culture, but I don't need to tell you that, of course.
Okay, well, let's see if she knows anything about, this code.
Does the location E1594 mean anything to you?
Well, E1594? That's just an area code based on the old map system. Totally obsolete. That system hasn't been used for years.
E1594 was an obsolete code. There had to be a way of finding that location.
Already done it.
How is Raquel?
Don't worry, she'll be fine.
Okay, right.
Thanks, Arana.
Have a great Aspiration Day, Mr. Grundy.
Arana seemed to be stationed all over the city. I needed to stay in her good books if I were to maintain my disguise.
Yeah, right. Okay. Oh. Hello. There you go. Now you're able to go in. Thank you.
Leet was my only lead to discovering Graham's connection to the Stalker. And the obsolete map reference E1594 was the only lead I had to finding Leet. As I surveyed the room, I was greeted by a familiar face.
Hello, darling!
Oh god. Yeah, hello. Let's say hello
Please
to her.
enjoy the Museum of New History. Learn all about Union City in the post-Joey era.
It was a hologram of Danielle Piermont, a friend from when I last came to Union City.
Yeah, I guess she did help us out.
Union City wishes all citizens
oh, we could have so much fun in here, couldn't we, with the hacking terminal. Right, let's just have a quick look around and see what you all say.
Fluids. You need them. We all do. But water isn't only scarce, it's dull! What's a good citizen to do? That's why famed Ministry of Plenty craniohydrologist Mr. Spankles created Spankles! Spankles is far more than just your recommended daily dose of vital fluids. Every can is bursting with micro-pleasurants to boost your mood and your aspirations. Doctors agree, just 2 cans a day are all you need to work and play. Spankles! Put a little fizz into your soul.
Okay, I think I will be keeping away from the Spankles. Alright, I'll head down that way in a minute. Let's just stay in the main area first and see what's going on.
Oh, who saved us from starving in sadness and hate? Savior Joey! Put clothes on our backs and food on our plates. Savior Joey! Who made Union City the best thing for miles. Savior Joey! Makes everything nice and has nothing but smiles. Savior Joey! Savior Joey! Savior Joey! Savior Joey!
Okay, nice SpongeBob reference. Alright, never mind.
Greetings, citizen. We are the Council, your democratically elected representatives. 5 years ago, Savior Joey decreed that we take charge of our own destiny and prove ourselves worthy of the freedom that he brought. The Council proudly serves to uphold his legacy for the benefit of all citizens of the greatest city in the world.
I am the Minister for Safety. I preserve the peace to keep you safe, to make you happy.
I am the Minister for Comfort. I ensure the city is clean and all amenities work for your comfort, to make you happy.
I am the Minister of Plenty. I ensure that you want for nothing. At your kudos level, of course. To make you happy.
I am the Minister for Well-being. I nourish your mental health, to make you happy.
I am the Minister of Aspiration. I help you set and achieve the very highest personal goals to make you happy. Farewell, citizen. May all your days be happy.
Okay, alright. So just gonna repeat now for us or?
Greetings, citizen.
Yeah, right.
We are the Council, your democratically elected representatives.
Oh, okay. This one.
We invite you to salute the people of Asio City, our faraway friends and valued members of the Union Group. Unstinting and determined cooperation has allowed both cities to grow to become the richest cities in the world. We stand together, refuting the fake news spread by Hobart in their attempt to undermine our unity. Join us in celebrating our commonwealth of kindred spirits, united by bonds of friendship.
Right, okay. Right. What's the next one then? Oh, okay. More about Minos?
After bringing an end to the tyranny of the oppressor Link, Joey created Minos to ensure that forthwith, technology would always serve rather than enslave the citizens. Minos is devoted to ensuring your happiness. Always there for you. Minos is available for you on any terminal. It knows you. It understands you. It helps you become everything you aspire to be. Minos, built by machines, inspired by humans.
Okay, right. So all these ones, so a couple more, and then we can start having a look at...
The centerpiece of the whole museum was a synthetic arm. I recognized it. It was Joey's. He'd lost it in our fight against Link all those years ago.
Okay.
Look, look, look! Over here!
Dad, do you have to be so loud?
The arm! Isn't it amazing?
Seemed like I wasn't the only one interested in the Joey arm.
Didn't I promise? Didn't I say I'd bring you here?
You did, Dad. I'm so stoked.
This is Joey's arm! This was once attached to the really real Joey!
savior of Union City! Aren't you feeling blessed to be here?
Of course I am, Dad, but...
Then tell the world! How awesome is this place, huh?
It's awesome.
It's what?
This place is awesome.
Say it again!
I said, it's awesome.
Yes, now you've got it.
I'm just gonna have a look around.
Seriously? It's Joey's arm. Why would you want to look at anything else?
Okay, right, let's have a chat with him.
Oh, hey. Wow, you look different.
What do you mean?
Your outfit. It's so...
iconic?
Iconic?
I was just gonna say weird.
If mine's weird, what color is yours supposed to be?
Duh. It's perinickel margarine. It's like Tuesday's happiest color. Where are you even from?
You'd never believe me.
This museum visit just got way more interesting.
Okay. Yeah, notice it. Let's ask about a brooch.
I like your brooch.
This? You mean you've never seen one of these? You must be from the Gap or something.
Me? No. Good one.
It's an aspiration brooch. The council awards them to people who max out their kudos each month. Social climbers, they're known as.
You must be an incredible person.
What, me? No, it's my dad who earned the kudos, obviously. Talk to him if you want to know who to impress.
Okay.
Then, how did you get yours?
Oh, Dad got a second one. Bring a friend or something.
So they're transferable?
Technically, yes.
So we could go around borrowing them.
Does this social climber status do anything for you?
Absolutely. First, everybody who sees you can tell that you've been a model citizen all month.
Very inspirational, I'm sure.
Actually, it's kinda embarrassing. Everyone just stares at you all day. It's not like you even get anything good from it. Not really.
Then what's the point?
I guess if you really care, you get to go look around the special exhibits over in the old history room. Dad gets so excited by that sort of stuff. Can't stop staring at the old map.
An old map? In the old history exhibit?
Yeah. Shows the city as it was 10 years ago. He's obsessed with how terrible things were in the pre-Joey era.
Okay, well let's ask about this map.
So there's a map in the old history exhibit showing the city as it was?
Yes, and it's old. Everything in there is.
Okay, so we can make a deal for a brooch.
Hey, listen, I know we just met, but I really was hoping to get one of those brooches. Need to check out the old history exhibit.
Let me guess. You were hoping I'd give you mine.
That's right.
No offense, but you don't seem as evangelical as most Joey freaks. What's back there that's so important to you?
The bigger picture.
Do you ever feel like you're not being given the whole truth about the city?
You mean how perfect everything is? Yeah. Sometimes it does seem a bit...
ridiculous.
Ridiculous? Yeah, I mean, who'd fall for this Savior Joey nonsense?
Yeah. Sorry, I don't think my dad would like me talking to you. I'd better go back to the self-improvement and the learning.
Let's try again.
It's really important that...
So you keep saying. But you don't seem like the reverent type. What do you really think of this place?
Okay, it's awesome.
Awesome? To live in a paradise like this, I mean.
Yeah. Paradise. That's definitely the word for it. Hey, I'm gonna go check out some other exhibits. See you around.
Okay, I can't decide.
I really need that brooch.
So you keep saying. But what do you really think of this place?
Unbelievable.
If I were a cynic, I might call some of it a little unbelievable.
Don't say that around my dad. He really buys into all this stuff. Hey, listen. You and me, we're on the same wavelength here. And it's a different wavelength than my father.
He does seem very devout.
Right? And honestly, just Staring at an old arm gets dull. You can just walk out, but I'm stuck here.
And you can just go into the back while I can't.
I'll make a deal with you. You give my dad a reason to leave, and I'll give you this dumb thing. You in?
Deal.
Okay, I'm in. That brooch in exchange for your freedom.
Finally. Praise Joey.
Praise? Yes, praise Joey.
The girl had agreed to give me her aspiration brooch if I could somehow get her father to leave the museum.
Right. Well, let's have a chat with him first and see if we can just talk him out of it. But something tells me we can't.
Hello there.
Good day, friend. Are you here to walk with Joey?
I've walked with Joey before. He had treads at the time.
Yes. When you tread with Joey, you become one with happiness.
How do you walk with an arm?
You don't walk with him. You walk with him in here.
I think you're probably walking with him up there.
Oh, the mind's always on Joey, that's for sure.
Let's ask about the map.
Say, I'm looking for a specific location. An obsolete area code E1594. Is there a map around here somewhere?
A map around here? I don't think so. Unless you mean the map in the old history exhibit.
Well, that counts.
Well, in that case, you're in luck. There is one in the old history exhibit. How it was before the Joey era. It's like staring into oblivion. But of course, without a brooch, they won't let you in.
Okay, let's ask about the brooch then.
Is that a social climber aspiration brooch?
Ah, I know a real savior craver when I see one. I'm proud to be one of the biggest social climbers in the past 30 days. And the 30 days before that. Such an honor. Sorry, I made you drag that out of me a bit. I'm just never sure where Joey stands on humility.
Oh, I say he's rather flexible. If I wanted to get inside the old history exhibit, this brooch would be the key.
Or hers.
You kind of worship Joey, huh? Is that why you're here?
Well, I mean, yes. But not just that. I'm looking for a sign.
A sign? From who?
Joey, of course. When a man reaches our age...
Our age?
He starts to look for guidance. And what better thing to point me in the right direction than the arm of Joey himself?
Okay.
What sort of sign are you looking for?
At this point, anything. I've been such a devoted citizen, putting Joey first above everything. My job, my wife and daughter, all second to Joey, just as he would have wanted. But now, I worry I'm straying off the path.
Ever thought about a counselor?
But who would deliver better counsel than the Savior himself?
Okay, so let's try insulting him.
Hey, mister.
Yes?
You know what, let's go for it. Low blow. Let's insult his masculinity.
I bet you shake hands like a limp fish.
In the palms of Savior Joey, we are all but limp fish. St. James Club 11, verse 16.
That's profound.
Okay, charisma?
I've met toasters in this town with more conversational skills than you.
Oh, I know. They're getting more eloquent every day.
Ah, right.
Happiness.
I'll bet your favorite flavor of Spankles is regret.
No, it's grape.
Yeah, well.
Okay, intelligence then?
There's more brains in a mini-K than there is between your ears.
The mini-K is, and always will be, a delicious, high-protein snack.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
Sir, I think you might appreciate one of the other exhibits, while I wonder at this one.
Okay,
I'll read you loud and clear.
Keep a smile on your face.
Let's get our hacker out yet. Joey's arm. Thought so. Right. There we go. Gently at the moment, but let's switch them over a minute and just see what that does. You never know, it could you know. Oh.
In the Savior's name, the Council...
Right, okay, yeah, so there's definitely one of them we're gonna need. So... Oh, you're a different one. No, you're the one I've just done. Okay, that's fine. Well, I'm sure... Is there any other robots around anywhere? Not that I can see, so... Oh. Hello. Oh yeah, you there. Aggressively, yes, right. Let's follow you around and see where you go. Come on, hurry up, fill up.
Warning, citizen.
Yeah.
Cleaning route is active.
Okay, well, we'll follow you then. Just see... So we're allowed in here. Oh, children's exhibit. Okay, we'll have a look at it in a minute. So, where are you going?
Warning, citizen. Cleaning route is active. Warning, citizen.
Yes, okay,
Cleaning
okay,
route
stop.
is active.
Water refill station. Does that give us anything? No, just put it up to 100%. It's fine. Right, let's just see if there's anything else in it that I can maybe use that on. Right. Children's exhibit. What's on this one? Right, so we're gonna have to try and move them all around. Alright, come on. Where is this robot now? You down there. Come a bit closer so we can try. Nope. There we go. Right, oh, at least we know how we're going to do this now. Right, so from gently to excitedly. Apply that. Right.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Yeah, and then we'll swap them ones over, see what that does. No? Yeah, maybe. No. Okay, not that one. We'll get on to you. It's just a matter now of waiting and finding the right one. So I might speed this up until I get the correct one. There you go.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
See if you swap that back now. Like kind of whack him on the head or something.
Union City wishes
No?
all citizens
Okay.
a happy Aspiration Day.
Just switch that back. That gets him up there anyway. If that's got you on to there.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
The guy was looking for a sign from the Joey arm. I wondered if I could help.
You know what, let's have a look at these all out first, and then maybe one of them will give me a clue. Excitedly, no, I've got that one. Well, gently? Possibly. Oh, have you got one in you? No.
If you want about lucky aspirations.
Done that one. Yeah, I've done more, so I'm guessing it's got to be one of these two. I'm going to go with this one, 'cause, well, I can't think of any other one. There we go. Right, so let's swap you for you. And then, okay, down here.
Alert. Aspiration. Safety. Comfort. Consumption.
If that's going to do anything now. Oh.
Union City wishes
No.
all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. The glorious pillars of the city, ever vigilant in the protection of your happiness.
No, that's the right one to get him up there, so that's fine. Right, we're going to leave that there with you. That gets you up there. Right, are these going to... Oh, Joey Station, hello. Let's have a look at this.
In the Savior's name, the Council formed the 5 ministries that continue to guide Union City in this new golden era. Aspiration, safety, comfort, consumption, well-being. The glorious pillars of the city, ever vigilant in the protection of your happiness.
Okay.
Union City wishes all citizens... Savior Joey leashed the oppressor Link to serve and protect the people, and founded the council to restore the rule of democracy. Then, his work complete, he departed the city to spread his wisdom to the savage peoples of the world.
Yes, something tells me that's not quite the truth, but we'll find out.
The struggle against Link was long and fierce, and there was great suffering. Only through great sacrifice did the Savior defeat oppressor Link and declare the city free. But his work had only just begun. Triumphant, he rose from the depths to guide us to a glorious future.
Okay, one more. Maybe this will give us something to go on.
Here begins the story of Joey. 10 years ago, evil gripped our beloved city. The people suffered under the tyranny of the oppressor Link. Their voices cried out for help. From deep in the gap, Savior Joey heard their pleas and came to free us all.
Right, okay. But I did notice a few things have changed, so...
Hey there.
Hello again, Mystery Man. How's progress? Anything I can do?
Your dad seems to think the arm is beckoning him closer?
He'll see what he sees. Maybe he thinks that's the stupid sign he's been waiting for. Although, I've never seen that arm move quite like this before.
Okay.
Your dad seems to think the arm is beckoning him closer?
He'll see what he sees.
Okay, right.
Enjoy your day.
Keep a smile on your face.
Yes, right, let's go and have a word and see if we can get anything out of him now.
Hello again.
Ah, it's you.
What are you hoping to learn from the arm?
The next step to take to a bright future. My vocation, my journey. Destiny. And I'm nearly there. I've never seen the arm act so erratically until today.
And what if you don't like what it has to say?
Who am I to judge the will of Joey?
This guy wasn't going anywhere without a sign from Joey. I had a feeling, without my intervention, he'd be waiting a while.
Okay.
Joey's actual arm. Quite something, huh?
Yes, the original arm that wrenched the city from the precipice of damnation.
Didn't it just get stuck to a hand scanner?
This very arm wielded a weapon so great it tore down a tyranny. This very arm wielded a weapon so great it toppled the heads of government. Forged a plowshare and rebuilt the city from the ground up. With this arm, he plucked the eyes from the Hydra of Link and gave them to the people so we all might see.
All that by himself?
Yes! Yes! All by himself! The whole story can be found on the stations around the hall.
Okay, right, if you say so.
There's a map of the city in the old...
Not just any map. It shows the city as it was 10 years ago.
Let's ask about his daughter.
I don't think your daughter is as excited by this museum as we are.
What? What? If Cecily could spend every moment of every day just praising Joey, she would. Cecily! Come here and tell this man how much you love Joey! She really does, though.
Okay, you say so.
How can I get one of those brooches?
Just be a good citizen. Every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and all night long. And then wake up and do it again tomorrow.
I'm not sure I have time for that. Could you give me your aspiration brooch?
I couldn't. They're issued specifically to social climbers.
Could you lend me yours?
No can do. Only the highest Kudos social climbers are allowed into the old history exhibit. You are not worthy. According to the council, that is.
If you say so.
Is the arm telling you anything at the moment?
He's beckoning me closer. He wishes to tell me something. He's about to give me the answer. I can almost feel it. Oh, Joey, I am listening.
I better go and admire something.
Keep a smile on your face.
Right, okay, this is, right.
Alert. Trajectory of stop.
You had one, didn't you? Let's see if we can get you and maybe you to match up. Or, wait a minute, it might get closer to that one. Where's this cleaning one? I cannot see you. You're in any of the toilets then. Let's have a nosy. No, but that's Spankle's one outside. Right. Well, wait a minute. Do I really want to be doing this? No, but never mind. Oh, okay. Not opening that one, why? Oh, right, someone's in there, that's why. Right. And, no, nothing around here is going to activate, right. That's fine. Well, there you are, Mr. Cleaning Robot.
Warning, citizen. Cleaning route is active.
Yeah. Just, oh, I've got two there. Oh, it's a water refill station. That's not the one I want. Don't stand still. There we go. Right. Actually, go down here. I might be able to get you there, yes. Right. Nice and calmly, and you can do aggressive for a minute.
Warning, citizen. Cleaning route is active.
Right.
You need them. We all do.
I do like these sort of puzzles. Right, you're there. Right, just wait for you to come round. Swap you over into there and then see if this will work on the arm and do something. Right. Apply that. And click it down there. Right, there we go. Come on, do something good. Go on. Turn. Whack him on the head or something. Oh. Oh. Okay. There you go.
Joey, after all that I did to maximize my kudos, why have you forsaken me? I worked so hard. I did every...
That's okay, Dad. It's all right.
But Cecily, I just don't understand.
Come on now, Dad. Let's go get you a nice can of Spankles at the cafe.
Yes, I think that'll do the trick. I think it's time I tried that new flavor.
I very much enjoyed our talk today, Mystery Man. It's been eye-opening.
I'm glad we could reach an arrangement, miss.
Featherbottom. Cecily Featherbottom. Best aspiration day ever. Here you go. A deal's a deal. Until we meet again, may the light and wisdom of Savior Joey smile upon you. Happy Aspiration Day.
Okay, right. Yeah, we'll leave his arms slapping people. Why not? Right. let's get into here and let's see what we can do.
Welcome to the Old History exhibit, young lady.
Excuse me? Oh, okay. We've got... yeah. Oh, Spunky the dog. Okay. Oh, some of the old... yeah, okay. Oh, a padlock. Okay. What? Oh, we know what's going on around here, don't we? We remember some of this. Right, well, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've got a fair bit today. I think this will be a great place to pick up next time. So, join me back here next week where we will carry on searching the museum to find this location and hopefully find out who this leak is. But in the meantime, I've been Sankey84. This has been Beyond a Steel Sky. Thank you so much for joining me. Look after each other. And until next time, goodbye.